Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Destiny here, and I'm coming to you guys with a really fast video about my braids. If you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, pretty much anywhere, Twitter, then you've seen pictures of my braids and you've seen that I've been loving my braids. And I know you guys have a lot of questions, especially those of you out there who are familiar with my hair journey and people who are just aware of the fact that I had a hair transplant. And I know a lot of you out there are like, jaw-dropping. Yeah, I did actually, and it's something that I'm definitely not ashamed of, and I speak about it openly daily. I had my procedure done at the MHTA clinic. I used to have a very high hairline, aka a big forehead. It's something that runs in my family. It's something very natural, which is why I am really glad that I waited so long to have the surgery. It's not like I was getting teased and my mom gave it to me when I was young. I had to learn to live with that 8-head, darling, okay? And I got made fun of, everything, Eddie Murphy, freaking Predator, freaking 8-head, anything you can think of. I've heard it, been there, had it said to me, so I'm pretty much bulletproof at this point. Bulletproof forehead. I'm pretty much bulletproof at this point. And when I did come to the decision to get braids, it was something that I talked over with my doctor. It's been a year since I had my hair transplant. I'm taking all the necessary steps to keep my hair and hairline very healthy. I keep my hair protected, tied up, silk scarf when it's out natural, watered and oiled pretty much daily. I don't screw with my hair too much, which is why I wanted to get braids, because I started taking biotin, and I also take collagen, and I also use castor oil and Rogaine, and my hair is really growing, and I was really happy with the progress. And I noticed that my hair was getting to an awkward length where I can't really just put some product in it and it looks cool because it's short. Now it needs attention, it needs a lot of TLC, and it's super hot, I'm super busy, and though I do have plenty of time for my natural hair, I really wanted to give it some time to just rest and be protected in a style. I chose box braids because I didn't want to go back to wigs or weaves, because I have a tendency to get addicted to wigs and weaves, and it no longer becomes a protective style, it becomes my hair choice. You know, I do still like wigs and weaves, but I am enjoying the natural life. I am loving my natural hair, the way I look, the way I feel, the way people receive me. I feel like it's more genuine. I feel like when I'm wearing wigs and even braids and even anything that makes my hair look longer in a different texture than it does, people act differently, and I don't like that. So I'm very much into my afro hair texture. I think I meet the most genuine people, and when people talk to you when you have a fro, sometimes you just know it's a little bit more genuine than people who are like, ooh, little exotic black girl with the long hair, weave, braids, whatever. It just, the energy is different. But I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about how I care for my hair and my edges while I'm wearing braids. Number one, I waited at least, I've had these in for about a week. I waited about a week before I even lifted them. Before I touched them or played with them too much, I definitely waited because number one, the braids are in there and this hair is heavier than your hair, so you don't want to up, down, move your hair around. Ponytail, side, braid. I don't want to do too much right now. And I also keep my hair very, very moisturized. I am using a braid spray, and I know a lot of people are very controversial about these type of braid sprays and what's in it and what's not and what's going on. I do use this as like a moisturizing agent, mostly for the ends of my hair and my hair in the actual braid. And then I drop a few drops of oil onto the hair, mostly onto my scalp. For my actual scalp, I will sometimes use just a water and oil mixture, and then I use like Rogaine around my edges, and I also use drops of castor oil, which is actually also in this bottle. I put some castor oil in here, and I keep my hair very moisturized and very oiled, and keep my hair just good. I'm working really hard to make sure that these braids, because braids can take your edges out and they can take your hair out, but you can also have a very successful, healthy, protective style with braids. You're not going to be able to play with them up, down too much every day, all the time. You're going to have to get them refreshed. Like the longest I think I'll have these in my hair are 6 to 8 weeks, and then at that point I will get the crown of my hair redone, since that is the most sensitive part of your hair, that is the most prone to breakage and hair loss. So I'm definitely taking every precaution when it comes to that. When I sleep at night with my braids, I use a silk bonnet and I use a cotton scarf over top of the silk bonnet. Don't judge me because my bonnet is oily, but I put this on top of my head. I pull all my hair back into like a low pony. I put this on top, and then I put the scarf on top of that. The scarf is really long, so I take the tails and I wrap the length of the hair in the tail. I spray it with some of my braid spray, and I just go to sleep like that. I try to lay on my side so I'm not laying on or tugging the braids, or I will whip the braids to the side and kind of over my head so the tension is not going down. Funny enough, someone was telling me that I should be careful wearing my hair in up styles. I wore my hair in my first up style last night. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen the pictures, and I'm loving it so much. It's just so flattering. When I see myself in other styles, I'm like, I haven't worn braids in so long that I'm mad amped. So I actually feel like up styles is a little bit more forgiving on your edges because it's not pulling back, it's not pulling to the side, it's not pulling down. It's actually taking all the tension off of your edges as long as you're not pulling it too tight. So what I do for my up styles, okay. So this was a little headband and I cut it. So when I want to wear up style, I lean my head all the way forward. I lean over and I wrap this around and I tie it, very forgiving. And I tuck the edges and then I wrap some braids around this. So it's taking all the tension off my edges. It's just heavy on the top of my head. I asked Desiree Van Frederick. I will have her link in the bottom bar. She has beautiful natural hair and she had some really long braids. Also, Peak Mill has some really cute long braids. African Export had some really cute long twists. And I was just like, okay, I think it's time for me to jump on the bandwagon. And she was like, they're very heavy. So be aware of that. But they are heavy. But one thing I can say is my braider, at Leah Did It on Instagram, she doesn't do the big hard knot and she doesn't double the hair over. She stretches the hair. I hope that's not telling too much of her technique. But the individual braids themselves, they're not very heavy. It's heavy because I have like 8 packs of hair in my head, but they're not individually heavy. My braids are not extremely tight, though they are tight and made to last. They're not extremely tight. I didn't go through like a facelift, and I don't have like a gang of bumps around my edges. You'll see I just keep them low and I keep them moisturized. I spray all the time, and a lot of girls, that is where that originated. I remember as a little kid and my mom be like, don't ruin your braids, don't be in there itching your braids, you better pat it. I was watching some girls do a dance and they broke it down. It was amazing. So the colors in my hair, okay, so the brand of the hair is black and gold. Black and gold is on with the braiding hair. The colors I use are 1B, 4, 6, 30, 33, and a 430 or a 433. And I use about 8 packs. It costs $150. I will have information to my hair braider in the bottom bar. She did not do my hair for free. I would not accept a free hairdo from her because she puts in work. So she gladly got that $150 from me. And they're, like I said, they're pretty long. They're all the way to my butt. I have on a romper. I have on a romper and I have on a strapless bra right now. It is really hot. And I just wanted to come and share that with you guys. And I wanted to show you how super amazingly neat they are and that I'm taking care of my hairline. I know a lot of you guys are invested in my hair journey. You guys followed me. You were there supporting me. You were on those nasty websites who were talking trash about me. You were there protecting. I found something on this site and people were just talking trash about me, whatever. And I'm just like, wow, okay, I didn't know that, you know, people have felt some type of way and I was important enough to talk about on Threads or whatever, but somebody was there and they were like defending me. They were like, no, you will not come for Miss Godly. No, she is a teacher. She is awesome. She is this. Her hair was not, it was just really beautiful and really heartwarming. And I was just like, oh no. But I wanted to just come and show you guys my braids. You guys know I don't be looking at my face, but I just wanted to show you the braids. I have it kind of pulled back a little bit right now. And just let you know that in my opinion, you can have a successful style of braids. Every braid is not going to rip your hair out. Getting into a fight while you have braids is no bueno. So if you live a ratchet lifestyle and you want some braids, you might want to think again. You might want to think again about that. What else? that's really it. You know, I just wanted a nice highlighted ombre looking style. Yeah, and these are the products that I use. I also use this before I usually put my hair away for the night. Like, I'll just give it a few light mists to keep the frizzies away, tie it down, and in the morning it looks super fresh. I usually wear it in a low pony right now. Last night, like I said, I wore it up in like a Poetic Justice, I Dream of Jeannie type of style for the first time. And I think that's key. I think waiting is key in keeping your hair moisturized and oiled, and wrapping your hair at night and not trying to swing them. You got to wait a couple weeks before you get crazy with these, I can tell. Because, well, at least in my experience, they're not, you know what I mean? The first day lifting them could be like, kind of painful. Okay, well, I'm rambling. It's super hot. I'm gonna get out of here. I do have a video coming up. I did make my do-it-yourself color correctors. I made a whole slew of them, and I have one right here to show you how to take your drugstore concealer from a 0 to a hero. But I'm gonna be back with that. All right, guys, I'm out of here. As always, I'm gonna thank you so much for commenting, rating, and subscribing. I'll be in touch, and hopefully you'll do the same. Bye, guys.
Mama had the kitchen blazing all day long. I was just a boy with my radio on. I was sitting on the porch when I heard my name. I ran back in the house and my mama gave me something sweet. It tastes so sweet. Oh, when I met you, girl,